Hey everybody. So this is going to be part 2 of the patch 0.42 update that just launched today. Now, I originally was only going to do a 2-part series, but I'm going to break it down into 3 parts because there's so much information to cover that I don't want to cram it all in and miss some of the pertinent information. So in this one, there was a really big potion rework. So we're going to talk about some of the new potions, or the way that some of them function, maybe some ways that I think that they could be used really nicely. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the hero changes. Now, there were a ton of hero changes, and I'm only going to go through the nerf changes so that way everybody's aware. It was only 4 heroes that did get nerfed, so that was awesome. Anyway, let's go and get started. All right, so the first thing that we are going to cover today are potions. Now, they updated some old potions to kind of be reworked a little bit, and then they added a bunch of new ones. So we're going to go through and we're going to talk about those, what they do. I'm going to show you what they look like, so that way you kind of already have a visual. And then I'm also going to link the patch notes like I did in video 1. I'm going to put those in the comment, or I'm sorry, the description, so that way you can read through it either with me or on your own or anything, because again, there's so much to cover. So first thing that I want to say is super random. I got a new dog, so I now have 2 dogs, and they've been playing a lot this morning. So if you hear dog sounds, just I'm very sorry, but I can't really avoid it because they're loud. Having said that, thanks for your patience with always having life happening in the background of my videos. So, all right, so potions. Back to what we're actually here for. So, the health potions and mana potions stay the same, but some of the other ones are going to have a different name, and then they're going to be broken down into 3. Excuse me. So these are the potions that are going to affect you. So they're in 3 different sizes. There's liquid, brew, and nectar. Liquid is the smallest one, brew is the middle sized, and then nectar is the large. So they're going to increase in efficacy, not efficacy, but the larger it is, the more of an effect it's going to have. It's kind of like rare, epic, and legendary in potion form. So the first one is life. Now this one is a revive potion. So the way that one is going to work is, as you're revived, it's going to increase the amount of health points that you start with, like the percentage of your base health point. Warrior is going to be attack up and speed up. Tank is going to be defense up and immunity. Now with these, it increases the amount of turns that you have with each. So the larger, the nectars, which is the largest form you can get in, are going to have more of whatever the special is that this is going to give you. And the next one is the protector. It's going to give you taunt and protective shield. Then there's cleanse, which removes negative statuses. So those are the ones that are going to affect you. So we'll go back through those and I'll show you the images one more time. So we have life, warrior, tank, protector, and cleanse. So those are the way that those are going to be broken down. So, some of those we already kind of had, but they reworded what they're called. So there's that. These next couple that we're going to talk about are the ones that are going to affect your enemy. So those come in vial, potion, and elixir, are the 3 different sizes. So the first one is cursed, and this removes positive statuses and inflicts cursed. So that one, it's going to increase in the number of turns or the number of positive statuses removed for each size. The next one is toxic, and it inflicts poison and heal block. Then we have burning, which inflicts burn. I'm sure you had guessed that. It's pretty logical. The next one is death, and this deals damage. So it's true damage. Ooh, my notes fell. True damage to the opponent. Um, of course, now it's not going to balance. I'll just hold my notes in my hand. All right, so the next one is going to be Leech, and this inflicts life and mana leech on your enemy. So some of those we kind of already had, like the toxic. We already had the toxic vial and the toxic potion. So now there are going to be 3 different sizes of that, and it's going to, inflict different things. So let's go back through these. So we have cursed, toxic, burning, death, and leech. So those come in those 3 different sizes. For the ones that are more defensive, you're going to have liquid, brew, and nectar are the 3 sizes. And then the ones that are more offensive, you're going to have vial, potion, and elixir. And then they're introducing 5 new ones, and these are all considered like legendary potions. The first one is Second Life, and this revives all heroes with 100% health. That is bananas. So that one is definitely going to be something that is going to really be impactful for a lot of things. Then there's Angel's Blessing. This removes all negative statuses, restores 100% health point, and 100% mana. Crazy. Then we have Essence of Skyrim. This is 50% health point to 1 ally for 3, and then 3 turns of freeze to all enemies. So it's kind of like a twofer, like you're helping yourself and then you're affecting your opponent as well. Then there's Warrior's Destiny. This gives you this is long. It gives you increased attack, increased speed, increased crit chance, and crit damage. You get Color Master and Board King for 9 turns. Whoa. And then there's Nightmare, which is the complete opposite and affects your opponent, 1 enemy. It's attack down, speed down, crit chance and crit damage down. What's the opposite of Color Master? I can't remember. That one. And then Board Jester for 9 turns. So those are some pretty crazy potions that we have. So again, I'm going to put the patch notes down in the description of the video so that way you can go through and read those. Hopefully that helped a little bit. I think it's going to take a while to get used to what they do. So now we're going to talk about some notable hero changes. And again, there were tons of buffs and reworks, and then only 4 nerfs. One of them I'm deeply saddened by, and that is Nadiru, who I use often. So he is going to go from 415% attack that he had currently down to a base of 233, and when he's fully maxed, it's 315% attack. So that attack percent went way down, and my heart is sad because I loved using him, but I'll have to see how he plays out whenever I use him now. He might be, I mean, he's still viable. It's not going to be like terrible, because 315% maxed is still a really solid percent. So the next change that they did was to Rhonda. So Rhonda used to restore 15 mana with her ability, but now base, she starts at 5, and then when maxed out it goes to 10 mana. Still does Board King, which is really to me the most important part of Rhonda. So this isn't a huge deal. I did like the mana restoration, but it's not a massive change to her. It's the ability that I personally used her for is still what she does, so that helped a lot. Liliana was 37, or restores 37% of the caster's current health point to all allies and recovery for 3 turns. So what Liliana got changed to was she restores 18% base, and then fully maxed it's 25% of caster's current health point to all allies, and then still does recovery for 3 turns. So the amount of healing that Liliana does is dramatically decreased, so keep that one in mind. And then Sophia did her passive change. So it used to be 100% chance to do decreased defense on all enemies, and then she used to be immune to decreased defense. what she is now is it starts at a 75% chance to inflict decreased defense on all enemies when she kills an opponent. Maxed it is still 100%, but you're still going to have, you need accuracy for those to land still. Um, she's no longer immune to decreased defense, but now she gains 25% defense if she's affected by decreased defense. So that's definitely going to have to be something that I see out in the wild. I haven't tested her out today to see how she does. So, and then I mean, so many hero changes. It's gonna be crazy. Which I know I have that the Discord server, so I'm gonna be spending a great abundance of time going through each hero and changing their hero card, and so that the bot sends out the correct one. It's gonna take me a hot minute. So, those of you who are part of that Discord, please be patient with me while I get everything adjusted. For some reason, I had it in my head that the update went live tomorrow, but it went live today. So I'm trying to get, part 2 and 3 out really quickly. So that's all I have for part 2. Part 3 is going to be substantially more in depth and a lot longer. So having said that, I'll see you in part 3.